I'm gonna ask this guy's finding the most people, saying the most, and then just kind of straw manning them a bit, and then replying to them. Where did you find these comments, bro? These 9 view comments. Like, how do you must have really scraped the bottom of the barrel for these ones, Actman. All right, let's listen to this. All right. I'm sick of hearing all this Diablo hater shit. Let's hear some actual fanboy takes. All right, what do you guys think? Diablo fanboys tried to defend Diablo 4.
What's up, everybody? This is the Actman here, and today it looks like everyone agreed with all the things I said in my Diablo 4 review. I can't believe this video has a 100% like ratio, and I just gotta give props to YouTube for all that. But on the real, I'm very surprised with the reaction to that video. I'm happy with how it turned out and the conversations it sparked. So I figure, you know what? This review was a bit more controversial. So like my COD World War II review, let's do a throwback, okay? Let's take a look at some of the responses from Diablo fanboys. And oh boy, we've got some great takes. We've got some thoughtful rebuttals to points that I made. We've got really bad takes, some funny comments, and some truly unhinged opinions. There's going to be quite a bit of cope. Why do you keep calling D4 an RPG? You know it's not, right? It's a different genre. I'm struggling to take you seriously when you're making this mistake. Why do I keep calling Diablo 4 an RPG?
It's an RPG.
You know, guys, there are so many cool classes in the Diablo series. Barbarian, Necromancer, Sorcerer, Druid. I wonder what sort of role I should play in this game.
Yeah. Are you high right now? What?
You've been spending too much time in a skooma den? Right. Diablo 4 isn't an RPG, guys, and Mario Kart isn't a racing game. Yeah, sure thing, pal. Whatever you say. Gears of War is an educational Netflix documentary about climate change. Got it. Great. Looks like you want to play an MMO instead of an ARPG. You compared Diablo to WoW so many freaking times. I compared these games because they're both made by Blizzard. They're both RPGs meant to be played for a long time with the end-term goal of obtaining the best loot. So I compared the loot and why I find grinding and playing WoW fun and not D4. Your point has a very basic flaw. You are comparing D4 to many single-player games, but D4 is never an action RPG. It's an MMO in its bone.
What are you talking about?
So the solution to your critique is simple. Don't play MMOs.
We are under attack.
What? Does anybody know what genre of game this is? It's an RPG. No.
I'm gonna be honest. These comments are, bro. I'm gonna be honest. So far, all these comments are fucking. All these comments are fucking stupid.
It's an ARPG. No, it's an MMO. Now, one thing I want to say is...
Not so fast, Actman.
Who are you?
Me? I'm your sexy alter ego. And unlike your dumb virgin face, I actually get bitches. You know why? Because I like Diablo 4. But you know what I like even more than Diablo 4? The sponsor of today's video.
Oh, shit.
Naraka Blade Point.
Naraka offers a unique spin on the classic Battle Royale format and robust PvE content, focusing almost entirely on melee combat. Instead of hiding in a bathroom for 20 minutes like you work at Weenie Hut Juniors, you'll be engaging in fast-paced sword fights. And there's tons of different weapons to play around with, like daggers, katanas, long swords, great swords, and more. It's also not mindless button mashing, as all 3 types of moves have a counter. So playing around these moves and knowing when to parry, when to charge your attack, or strike quickly is essential. Naraka is now free to play, and they are celebrating their 2-year anniversary with over 20 million players to date. And check it out, look, that's me, I'm in the game. Naraka is also available on all major platforms, so go play it today. Download Naraka Blade Point using the link in the description and pinned comment. And thank you, Naraka, for sponsoring this video.
And now for something completely different.
Okay.
Didn't play on hardcore and you picked Druid? You couldn't even make it to World Tier 3? And I have expected this to be your first Diablo.
Should I be pausing and reading these comments? How are we supposed to watch this video? Is that what you're supposed to do? What does he mean by this editing? Wait, what the fuck?
And I have...
Okay. Today, this very strong opinion comes from someone with 0 Diablo videos on a sponsored video coming for a trading topic, but surely you made it to endgame. Care to post in the video your little 100, you just repeat things you've heard other YouTube say in an echo chamber. Yo, this guy's kind of based. This guy's kind of based. The fuck? That guy's kind of based, dude. That guy's actually kind of based. That's because he did lack understanding, right? And he did certainly hit on a lot of the popular talking points. I want to be honest. It is kind of like, okay. The problem with the review, the Actman, is the man approaches D4 as a casual RPG player, but then again, I thought D4 was supposed to be tailored towards casual RPG player, which not only leaves Diablo in the weird places an RPG, but also leaves it in the weird places an ARPG. There you go,
I've
guys.
expected this to be your first Diablo.
It wasn't really a fanboy post. I don't know what that was.
This is by far the worst game review I've ever heard.
But you have heard of me.
That's got to be the best game review I've ever seen.
So it would seem.
You are hater, Diablo bad. You are the bad guy to play it. Bro,
Yeah,
why
okay.
do you sound like Wirt?
Chamber Butcher, the From Spell Portal Down the cast.
Doesn't matter, you still bought and supported Blizzard. You deserve a bad game. Well, at least this guy said the one thing we can all agree on. If it's so bad,
Blizzard bad.
why the hell you still playing it?
If COD World War II is so bad, then why do you have a gameplay of you playing COD World War II on the background?
Again,
Based.
it's like poetry, so if they rhyme, every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one.
They had to put level matching
Wait,
into
was
make
that the same guy?
it easy enough for a game journalist to play. because World Tier 1 wasn't easy enough. Now we're gonna get into the good shit, okay? Can someone explain to me why it's okay to make reviews on stuff you have not experienced? How are you going to complain about the endgame of Diablo 4 when World Tier 2 is the highest you have played?
I'm gonna be honest. I hate that. I'm gonna be honest. I hate watching reviews of people who do reviews of the game and they play the game for like fucking 5 hours or some shit. I'm gonna be honest. I hate reviews when they clearly haven't played the game. I remember like Lost Ark reviews being done by people who hadn't even fucking played it, and I was like, it triggers me. I just fucking hate it. Just like when I've watched Diablo 4 reviews by people who barely even played the game as well. It triggers me. Triggers me. Divinity? Question mark. Where's my Divinity review? Dumb fuck. Where's my Divinity review? You dumb bitch. I can have an opinion on something. I'm saying making a review on something when you're fucking clueless about that thing. That triggers me. You shouldn't be making a review unless you have to engage with the most of the systems. And do most stuff. I'm not saying that Actman did this. To be fair, Actman will be on the shallow end. If there's like a threshold, right? We're talking like there's a bar here, right? And it goes across. There's like a threshold for where you can make a review. And I feel like it's probably like this is like just you once you're in here, and I think Actman's probably in terms of the bar he filled, certainly campaign leveled up. Didn't get to World Tier. I mean, he's like here, bro. He was like a little bit over. He was a little bit, but he certainly wasn't. He was missing. There was a massive void, 100%. But I watched Lost Ark reviews that were like this, bro. They just watched the trailer, and then they read some articles, and then they're like, "All right, let me make a review on it, dude. Let me make a review on it." Yeah, where's my Final Fantasy 14 review, you dumb fucking bitches? The thing I hate about Final Fantasy 14 is a fucking toxic-ass community, dude. Yeah, and I'd have really bad experience with those fucking freaks.
Someone explain to me why it's okay to post comments on a video that you clearly didn't watch or listen to. I never criticized the endgame because I never played it. I criticized everything before it. And if I didn't enjoy what I played up to that point, then I ain't gonna enjoy the endgame. If you don't like the dungeons in WoW, there's a pretty good chance you're not gonna like the raids. But here we are today, asking for changes and complaining on something that you have not experienced. Don't publicly stand on your stage and give opinions on stuff you have never experienced. This whole video would be different if he actually got off Tutorial Island. Wait! I was stuck on Tutorial Island? I was playing—
Imagine being stuck on Tutorial Island, bro. Holy shit.
in RuneScape this whole time? This is one of the more baffling yet surprisingly common takes you'll see from Diablo fanboys. Instead of like outright defending the quality of D4's campaign and content up to level 50, they just say, well, that's not the real game. You didn't experience the actual game. Okay, well, if that's true, and Diablo 4 does hold the Guinness World Record for longest video game tutorial at a whopping 30 hours, then
I played Divinity 2 for 49 hours, and apparently I was stuck on the Tutorial Island, Actman, so this is actually not the longest Tutorial Island. Gonna be honest here.
can I skip that shit? Can I get to the real game that people keep telling me is so awesome?
It's funny to me too. I mean, it's strange to me too. But we talking about practice, man. We're not even talking about the game, the actual game, when it matters. We talking about practice.
Why do I have to suffer? Why do I have to go through all this bullshit then? Do you guys think this dude knows that he's actually agreeing with me and saying that everything leading up to the end game wasn't that great?
Well, am I supposed to read this? How am I going to read that? Oh my god, can someone explain to me why it's okay to okay these days to make a review about stuff you've no experience? How are you gonna complain about the end game of Diablo 4? What's that to the highest you played? I don't like the way the cheeseburger tastes. Have you tried the burger? No, shut the fuck up. But here we are today asking for changes, complaining about something we've never experienced. Let me just talk about changes and for what exactly. This is happening more and more. I'm just not saying you're not allowed opinion. I'm just saying don't publicly stand on your stage and give opinions you've never experienced. The whole video would be different if he actually got off Tutorial Island. He said I would. He said I want to be a werewolf and use the storm skills. I want monsters 25 levels higher than me. I want to feel the difference between my levels. Literally all that's in the game, all of it. You just decided to quit the game before you acquired it and complained on your stage while calling the devs lies instead of playing the game. I have to buy the level to get the stuff. So you want the harder game, but you want the Tempest helmet unique drop and the Mad Wolf's armor unique early, and you don't want to do the harder content for them. Do you want our participation in Ward 2? Ellipsis. Oh, shit, bro. This type of bull snuff needs to be stopped to understand the pointless voices that still get loud enough to be heard. If enough crazy Karens squawk about the stuff they have no idea about, guess who Diablo 5 will be made for?
This dude knows that he's actually agreeing with me and saying that everything leading up to the end game wasn't that great. Well, he takes it a step further than I do. He's a...
Can someone explain to me why all these days are going to be reviews? Okay.
Asserting that I haven't even experienced Diablo 4. This isn't even content to him. Why make a video about something you didn't even experience? Oh, cause clickbait. You see what I'm saying? This is pure cope, dude. These people genuinely think Diablo 4's campaign is so boring, uninteresting, and irrelevant to the core of Diablo that in their mind, they don't even consider it to be an experience.
That brain did. No, that literally think the campaign is a bad thing and that like it should just be deleted, and like they think it's stupid. They think it's a good thing that you can skip campaign. Like, and this, you should literally, in seasons, you don't even have the option to do campaign. You just, it's no campaign. They think, they actually celebrate it. They're like, yay! The thing that they spent all this time developing for years and years and put a bunch of effort into, it's just fucking dog shit. You do it once and then never do it again. Wow! You know, like, how about they just make a fucking campaign that isn't dog shit? You know? How about they just make a campaign that isn't dog shit? And then they give people the option to do it if they want to do it again. You know? Not just like design it to be this fucking one-time use throwaway fucking condom that you just come into one time and then you fucking leave, dude.
Game offers. And yet they're defending it. It's opinions like these that make me want to host a tournament between Pokemon and Diablo fans to see which fan base has lowered their fucking expectations.
Man, I'm saying, instead of using I reuse mine, dude, what the fuck? Wait, reusable condoms? Wait, what the fuck? I'm saying we don't make it like shit, bro. I'm saying don't give us condoms. Let us either hit it from the back if we want, right? Either you can, you know, or you can bust again if you want. Okay, I don't know if this is a really good analogy. It's not really working out for me. The point I'm making is give players the choice, right? That's the point I'm making.
More. I don't know why you guys are trying to outdo each other, but holy god, with takes like these, the Diablo fans are pulling ahead. Dude, even with how down bad people were for Scarlet and Violet, you never saw someone come out with a hot take like, the gyms, the Elite Four, none of that stuff matters in a Pokemon title. That's not the real game. The real game starts at the Battle Tower. If you said that to a Pokemon fan, you would be strangled in your sleep. Guys, we're talking about a campaign that has a story. We're talking about dungeons, side quests.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man.
All this stuff that you experienced prior to level 50, it's in the game, so it matters. It's part of the experience. To try and pretend otherwise is just advocating for an objectively worse Diablo game for you and everybody else, and I don't know why anybody would advocate for that unless they're not actually a fan of this series. If you agree with me that everything prior to the endgame is bad, then stop defending it. Because you deserve better, Diablo fans.
I am not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you.
Bro, you will be secretly going to be playing Season 1. This was clearly made 5 views. Yes, pass me up because your logic is off and I'm a fan, so what? But doesn't change fact? Garbage.
You don't know Wath World War II is Starrett?
He's right, though. People who defend shitty things and try and say something that's complete dog shit is good is literally making our problem worse. It's like if you've got a fat friend and you never criticize them for being fat. And you only compliment them, well, guess what? Do you think they're going to be getting more fat or are they going to be getting less fat? No, you're just encouraging them, right? You're encouraging them. No, you got to call them out. You got to call them out. Ultimately, you got to be like, yo, do you really need to be drinking that Coke right now? Could you not be drinking a Diet Coke? Do you know how many calories was in that Coke? Okay. Ultimately, that's the reality.
Liking World War II, then make that video, why dare you?
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme,
This guy's called Chris Wilson. This guy's called Chris Wilson 3644. Like, bro, you need to secretly gonna be playing Season 1. It was clearly made 5 views. Yes, pass me off because your logic is off. I'm a fan, but doesn't change fact. Garbage. What the fuck?
stanza kind of rhymes with the last one.
Bro, I hate to burst your bubble, but I ain't gonna be playing Season 1, okay? I'm not going through the world record tutorial again, all right? What I will be playing is Diablo 1 Beelzebub mod, because holy tits, this shit is fucking awesome. Real quick, I'm gonna recommend this mod for anybody that wants to play a fun, challenging ARPG. Beelzebub mod has the style and gameplay of Diablo 1, but with all the best innovations from D2. It also restores a bunch of cut content and quests. Let me show you guys one of my favorite parts of it. Look, they added a stash to Diablo 1. Check this out. You get 50 tabs of storage right from the start. But Diablo...
Bro, why the fuck? Look how easy it is, bro. Add that shit into D4. What the fuck? Blizzard, no, seriously. What the fuck? Yo, if they don't add a bunch of stash in the fucking Season 1, I'm gonna be fucking raging. This is fucking ridiculous. Bro, how the fuck are they gonna put 4 stash tabs in the fucking game? Whenever 4 stash tabs isn't even enough for one character. Like, it's not even enough for a single level 100 character. Like, fucking fix your game, Blizzard.
4 has a similar storage system, doesn't it? Anyways, campaign is easy. Nightmare Dungeons will actually test your build and skill. Diablo shouldn't be judged by its campaign. So I just want to make sure where these takes are coming from. I didn't play much Diablo 3, but from what I'm hearing, that game must have had the worst fucking campaign yet made by mankind. Like, it sounds like it was so horrifically god-awful that it turned part of the fan base off to the idea of a campaign entirely. Like, was it actually that bad? Or maybe you guys just spent...
People are breaks. They don't even like the campaign. People think that they don't want the campaign in PoE as well. Like, I don't know what... I think campaigns and... for whatever reason, the groupthink brain, like, hive mind brain of ARPG gamers think that campaigns are bad.
Time in the end game, you've forgotten that there's a beginning and a middle game, that what you're playing at one point had a story. Bro, everyone talks shit about all the different COD campaigns, but one thing we all agreed on was that Black Ops 4 should have had one. Why? If you don't care about anything but the end game, that's fine. But you have to acknowledge that other Diablo fans play these games for different reasons than you. Where is that fabled experience? I replay Diablo games every year. If the campaign is not the core experience, then the game has failed as a Diablo game in my eyes. Nope. Nope. You're not supposed to play these games for the campaign. Not allowed. We're shutting the doors on you. This is a gated community. You literally complain the game is too easy, yet when you encounter the first difficulty spike, you stop playing.
I'm gonna ask this guy's finding the most people, saying the most shit, and then just kind of straw manning them a bit, and then replying to them.
More like Clown Man.
Yo, this guy should be a streamer. This guy should be a fucking streamer, straight up.
These people don't even know that they're agreeing with me. So we agree that the first difficulty spike happens after you beat the game, right? That's a problem, dude. That's a problem. You're wearing the clown mask too. Try playing the game after level 50. 75% of your complaints are moot right after the point where you stopped. So So what you're saying is 75% of my complaints were valid up until the point I stopped. They don't know they're agreeing with me. If you agree with me, then stop defending it. Imagine not even getting to the end game, making a review and thinking your opinion matters. Next time, actually play the game because you missed a ton of actual issues. What? The game is worse than I thought it was? There's some issues I didn't even notice? You guys are terrible at selling me on this end game content. I don't know what type of sales strategy this is, but it's fucking awful. I don't think you can provide a proper critique of D4 if you never played D3. So many things were already solved in D3 and they just completely ignored them when designing D4. It's embarrassing. Okay, so they solved problems in D3 and then reintroduced those problems in D4. Again, I have no idea how Blizzard managed to gaslight so many people into agreeing that D4 is worse than previous titles, and then that is somehow acceptable. Bro has some pretty horrible takes. He didn't even make it to endgame and just played it as a story-driven game and not an ARPG. You guys legit have campaigns and stories that are on par with the best of StarCraft and Warcraft. On par with the best of Halo and Call of Duty. And you think that shit is unimportant? You think that's irrelevant?
Okay, Actman. Okay, dude. The reason why you play a game for 10,000 hours. Okay. You can do it as a pie graph, you can do it as a bar graph, whatever, dude. Okay. Okay, do you want to, I'll just draw a line right here, bro. It's probably about like here. Okay, what this is here. Okay. That's in-game content. Okay, that's in-game content. That's the majority, right? That's in-game content. Yep. Okay. You want to see story? Story is here. This is story. Okay. You know what? This is story. This is story. Okay, there's story there. All right. And then this one here. Okay. This is systems. Okay, that's systems. Yep. So we got in-game content, story, systems. Now, this is like many things. This is many things. Many little things. But this is the core. These are the core things. And I would say this. I think that's the point they're trying to make, right? The reason why people fucking play a RPG for an extended amount of time and they get into it and they like the reason why all the hardcore guys get into fucking into ARPGs. Like, okay, what is the main reason you play PoE, chat? What is the main reason you play PoE? And how much of that reason, as a percentage, do you think is story? How much of the percent is the story? Like 0, 1%, 2%. And I think that's their point they're trying to make. And you're kind of gaslighting them pretty hard and you kind of strawmanning them pretty hard. Because I feel like this is it is valid. The reason why the hardcore players get into the game. Now, the thing is, for a casual player, 100%. For a casual player, this graph, you know, for the casual player, certainly, guess what? They could have this. They could be like this, right? This could be the story for them. And then this could be, and then this could, and then you could, you know, this is this, and then this could be systems, right? You get the idea. And the end game, right? Whatever. Who cares about the other shit? The end game could just be like this tiny little sliver that they just like to dabble into, and then they quit, right? And that could be for the casual gamer, right? Which is his point, right? But I guess that you got to see it from their shoes, right? Yeah, for a casual player in game, guess what? Do you know how much fucks I give about in game of Dark Souls? Okay, like, which is like what, even like PvP and like min-maxing and speedrunning and doing all this whatever. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care about playing through Dark Souls 50 times. I just want to play through like once, maybe twice, and call it a day. Maybe I'll come back in the future and play the game one time. You know, I might just do like 2 PvP matches just to see what it's like, and then I'm going to quit. I don't really give a fuck about it. I'm just doing it mainly for the story and the experience of going through it that one time. Just like Sekiro, I just went through, did Sekiro one time, and then after that, I was good. I'm not there, you know. Okay, a better example. I need to use a better example here. Minecraft. I did Minecraft. There's so much shit you can do in Minecraft. I just did it just one time. I just wanted to beat the game, right? A lot of people just want to beat the game, which would be like the main story components. Which is like, depending on whether you're a casual or you're a hardcore player, your graphs are going to look completely different. That's the reality.
What the fuck happened to the Diablo fan base? How could any of you possibly arrive at that conclusion after Diablo 2? This is just insane to me. No wonder the games are so bad. You guys have no fucking standards whatsoever.
No.
The problem with this review is that Actman approaches D4 as a casual ARPG player, but then again, I thought D4 was supposed to be tailored for the casual ARPG player, which not only leaves Diablo in a weird place as an RPG, but also an ARPG.
Stop it!
Well, that's the thing, because I'm not a casual ARPG player. I'm a single player enthusiast. I'm a lone wolf. I like to play solo and immerse myself in the world, the lore, and challenge. You know, I love Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1 and 2, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. You know, back in the day, you beat these games and then they were over. So the only thing to do was play them again. And that's what I did. And that's what I do today. When I beat Diablo 2, I don't grind Bale 100 times. I either play a new difficulty on the same character or start a new character entirely. But see, like, having said that, there's going to be Diablo fans that want to gatekeep the series from me because that's how I enjoy it and play it. Simply because I don't play it in the most hardcore way possible. So allow me to do a little gatekeeping of my own. I guarantee you, if some of these Diablo fanboys went back and played the first game, they would lose their fucking mind. Yeah, why don't you go back to the game where every time you open a chest, there's a 33% chance that it just explodes in your face for no reason? Yeah, go back and fight the zombies on level 5 that permanently reduce your HP every time you get hit. Yeah, go back and fight those guys as a melee build. Why don't you try clicking on a random shrine that fucks up your build and takes away your stats? Yeah, go back and experience that. Then we can talk about gatekeeping. The goal
I did that. All that's happening here, bro, is his weightings are just massively off from the average player, I think. Well, actually, are they massively off? They're just tweaked. They're massively off compared to the average hardcore player. That's all that's happening here. His weightings for story are super high. His weightings for campaign are super high. But he makes a lot of valid points regardless. His weightings, right? Ultimately. And then there's just that and then that's why there's that massive void.
Modern RPGs is generally to create a fake feeling of depth so that...
Like a weight, chat. Yes, weighting. Like a stat weighting. So my weighting of like story and like Twitch chat's weighting of how important story is for the game to the point where they're saying literally 0, 1%, 2%. His weighting for like how good the story and the campaign is literally, it's 50% of the entire game. 60% of the entire game, which is, so then you're going to come to completely different outcomes in terms of how you see the game.
Newer gamers and non-gamers think they are playing something epic. They know hardcore gamers are going to grind it out and drop it. They also know if they can string casuals along with a system that seems deep but is actually shallow and simple, means they will play for literally ever. Couldn't have said it better myself. That sounds like a business proposition. You know what I mean? That sounds like the business model. And it's exactly how I felt the longer I played. I was like, okay, this started off really fun, but the longer I play, the more shallow it feels. Excellent comment, J-Dog. Jesus Christ, it's like looking in the mind of a complete simpleton. 4 stats on an item is too complicated. It's not the amount of stats in item changes, it's what they change, right? I don't care about something like plus 420.69% overpowered damage to a vulnerable enemy at a distance on a Monday in the month of November while tap dancing. I don't give a shit about a dumb stat like that, okay? I much prefer tangible bonuses like bonus chance to hit or crit, increased armor, strength, vitality.
Yeah, items that the conditional shit is just trash and needs to be completely scrapped and remade. Yeah, I agree. Now, and he is right in the fact that because he was saying it was too complicated and he couldn't understand what's happening in the item. And the funny thing was, it's complicated for no reason, and this shit is actually super basic and super generic. So it like looks complicated. It's hard to understand, and it's actually super basic and easy at the same time. It's just they just need to redo the itemization.
Bonus move speed, mana, attack speed, 5% chance of finding magic gear. I feel like this is done really well in Diablo 1 and 2 and WoW. Also, side note, in Diablo 1 they have some really funny items
WoW
like
stats are
Pin
fucking
Sword
trash.
of Dyslexia, which gives you -5 dexterity. I can't wait to find the Mask of Obesity.
That is against my special ability, okay? That is toxic. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? That's some bullshit.
You have to pay to identify items, by the way. So you can just you can get an item that's literally worthless. A lot of people pointed out that later areas of the map do have a base level. And in my review, I made it sound like you could go anywhere at level 1 and all the enemies would be at the same level. Technically, this isn't true. However, the way that I played the game, every single quest and piece of content I experienced was at my same level. So the point essentially still stands. And then there was people saying I was over leveled for the campaign, which made no sense because the campaign was at my level. Like I didn't fucking grind the game. I would do side content and then some campaign missions and I would just go back and forth. You know, a very natural way to play, but somehow that made me over leveled without me even knowing it. Furthermore, even if you start a new character and want to go straight to Howitzer or whatever, there's no reason to, right? There are no incentives to go to these areas before you're at that level. You only go when the campaign takes you there. Right? In Dark Souls 1, you can go down to New Londo Ruins and grab a Firekeeper soul. It's a nice early game strat. There's an incentive to go into an area that you're not supposed to be in yet. And that's the big difference. That's the type of world design I'm talking about. Like, if there were tougher dungeons in Fractured Peaks that offered players alluring rewards, you know, those players might consider doing these tougher dungeons before they're at the same level for it. Like, that's the type of dynamic player choice I'm talking about. And level scaling just completely removes all.
I can technically what he's talking about right now, because technically the speedrunners are doing fucking stronghold strats where they deliberately run to a fucking zone that's like higher level than them early in order to farm good XP, but it's like so niche and pointless that it's scaling is complete dog shit and needs to be removed from the fucking game.
All of that. So I stand by all my points on how bad scaling is, but I wanted to clear up that technicality. I knew there was something fishy here. Played D1 and 2, but skipped 3. Now, how many times have we heard any of these D2 nostalgia crackheads have a sane argument about why D4 is bad, except for it isn't the same? Not once. I don't know, man. You kind of hit the nail right there. Like, they are crackheads because they've been playing the game for over 20 years.
Yep.
So if I were making a game where I wanted people to play a long time, that's the demographic of people I would consult for input. They are crackheads. You'd think.
You put Mr. Llama in control of D4, he would turn the game into straight up just D2, bro. To be honest, though, honestly, Mr. Llama's decisions might be. I mean, yes. You would all basic skills would be deleted from the game and would have mana potion, which you'd be spamming, and then nothing would have a cooldown, and you'd have like 15 abilities and you just spam them all. Yeah, but I don't know. Did the game end up being better? I don't know. I don't think it'd end up being better. I think it'd just like, be some fucking jank like weird D2 fucking D4 hybrid.
I think their opinions on endgame content would matter most. You didn't actually put enough time or effort in the game to understand it. Overall, it's disappointing to see you post a review of a game you barely got into, then gave up and made a bad review. What piece of media do you tell people you need to dump 30 hours into this before it gets good? What piece of media? This is like saying you watched all of Dragon Ball and you barely got into Dragon Ball. You didn't watch Z or GT. You know, it's just fucking stupid. Anyone who doesn't like Diablo 3 doesn't deserve to rate Diablo.
I feel like there are some games. I feel like there's some games where you've got to spend a lot of time to get hooked up. But no. If anything, though, what you want to be doing with a game like this is you want to front load, right? Which is it's not front loaded enough. Well, it's not even it's not because the thing is it is front loaded, but and there's nothing behind to front load. Right? It's not even like I don't know. What I'm saying is that the game is just kind of mid from the beginning, and then actually I think it gets worse, and at the very end it gets better. But yeah, yeah. Whereas it just start off really fucking good to get people hooked, and then slow it down a little bit and spread your shit out. That's what I'm saying.
Diablo games. Anyone who doesn't like Wanda Gamelon doesn't deserve to rate Zelda games. It is not bad at all. You are just a tool. Damn, give it some time to add more. No, Rob Farr, they said this about Overwatch 2. No, you're falling into their trap again. Rob Farr, don't. Rob Farr, give me your other hand, Rob Farr. I can't hold you.
I can reach it.
Your channel is like that guy that goes into a party, stirs up a ruckus between everyone, and then leaves to the corner of the room to watch hell ensue and everyone argue while he eats chips enjoying himself. Good luck being that guy. Your takes have as much thought behind them as your blue and yellow swirly tattoo. This is definitely one of the best roasts I've ever received. Allow me to counter with one of my own personal favorites, Danny Dome. It must have been a sad day when you slithered out of the abortion bucket. I disagree with a bunch of stuff you said in this video.
What the
Strength
fuck?
was meaning.
Jesus Christ, bro. This guy sounds like he's getting pretty mad at this guy. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Listen, Diablo 2 as well. Strength literally increases your damage in Diablo 2. What are you talking about? I don't think there is a way to have an open world game like this where every single NPC has a meaningful backstory and dialogue. Then don't make the game open world. Not every single NPC. Of course, some are just going to be in the background. But like, Witcher 3, anybody? Anybody? Knights of the Old Republic? Anyone? People are not going to sit down and read the backstory of every single blacksmith in the game. Well, then don't fucking write it like it's a codex. Present it in an interesting way, maybe. Maybe tie it to a quest or something. Oh, I don't know. Level scaling.
Okay, not all the blacksmiths need to be. Don't need it. Like, bro, there was no blacksmiths that were main characters. Not all blacksmiths need to be main characters, buddy. Okay, pal?
Seems like it's necessary for couch co-op. Getting rid of it probably does more harm than good. This is one thing I do want to point out, that it's cool that you can play Diablo 4 with someone in the same room. But if level scaling is necessary for couch co-op, then why is it turned on when I'm playing solo? Show me your NM 100 plus in hardcore and Uber in hardcore, then we talk. If not, your opinion.
That's in Twitch chat. It's in Twitch chatter, bro. Look, it's a Twitch chatter. There it is, dude. Oh shit. There it is. It's the guy in Twitch chatter. This is the average Twitch chatter right now.
Is suck my dick. There are quite a few comments of people saying, well, if it's so easy, why didn't you play hardcore? Okay, you're conflating difficulty with punishment.
Hardcore's still too easy. There's not even hardcore is still too easy. Literally. Like I did not even have a legitimate HE death. I don't even have a legitimate HE death a single time. It's absolutely too easy. Hey, this new patch, guess what? That's one of the benefits of this new patch, is that hopefully it's not going to be too easy. They should have removed cheat death potions, though.
There's no fundamental difference between playing normal and hardcore. The only difference is that if you fuck up, you can't play that character anymore. It's not more challenging, it's more punishing. First thing you complain about is being online constantly. Just another offline cheater trying to mod and hack their game? What the fuck? Sounds like this is his first Diablo game. So many players who have no idea how a Diablo game works complaining to get it changed. Yeah, D4 was my first Diablo games. These ones don't exist. Dang, that's a very
don't throw that box like that. What the fuck?
Strong opinion coming from someone with 0 Diablo videos on a sponsored video for a trending topic. But surely you made it to endgame? Care to post a video of your level 100? Do you have to post gameplay videos before you can critique a game? You should have tried Necromancer. The moment I realized
it legitimizes your review more, okay? It doesn't, again, you don't need to be level 100 to have a review, 100%. It just legitimizes it more.
With 6 skill slots and 2 of them are to summon, it made me really lose interest in the game. I heard that. Is that true? Did Necromancers have to sacrifice 2 slots for like skeletons and golems? That sounds really fucking dumb. My problem with Diablo 4 is everywhere I go, I hear season this, that, and the other. But it's all hurry up, get the map opened, get the statues, get the waypoints, the skill points, get the points, get the things. Hurry up, season 1 is coming. Go, 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 keep playing. Only to find...
I have to farm my fucking stupid ass statue things out, bro. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, can you guys remind me to do that? I need to find my those stupid fucking statue things.
If you want anything out of seasons, you make a new character, start your game progress all over, and haul ass through the seasonal content before the next season comes out every 3 months. Want to know why the design is the way it is? Diversity.
Jesus Christ.
I think that's the last reason why the design is the way it is.
Wait, what
Diablo 4 is actually a woke propagandized.
Oh god, here we go. Okay, where did you find these comments, bro? These fucking 9-view comments. Like, how do you must have really scraped the bottom of the barrel for these ones, Actman.
Mass subtle hints at progressive ideology litter every scene. Well, I think that's gonna do it for today. We saw some good takes, some bad takes, some truly unhinged takes. We saw a lot of gatekeeping, a lot of people coping.
I saw a lot of gaslighting, bro, and I saw a lot of straw manning as well. Okay.
Agreeing with me that the game is bad, but it's somehow saying that it's okay. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments with punishment.
Oh shit. Yep. Yeah, there it is, dude. There it is. Pog Champion, dude. Pog Champion. There it is, guys. This is fucking video, guys. Pog Champ. Yeah, overall, yep, there was a lot of fucking idiots saying a lot of dumb shit in his comments. 100%. 100 fucking %.
Because he is God game.